Hello, it's Olga here from olgadexareva.com. Welcome to the first video in the free video series that is called Heal Yourself and Grow. And the first thing I like to do is to ask you, how are you today? Is it a beautiful day like it is here in Edinburgh today, but you can't enjoy it? It's because you feel so overwhelmed that there are so many things on your plate right now, so many things to do and you're not managing. Or do you feel a pain right here that comes maybe from the relationship that just got broken, or because of your household that is in a mess, or maybe something got broken there, or something got stolen and you lost quite a bit of money and you feel bad about this. Or maybe you're getting ready to go to work and you just see there's a pile of urgent projects there and you know that the boss is going to demand some results and it's just too much and it all results in a knot right there. And maybe it's relatives, one of the relatives who got sick and you feel like you need to take care of them on top of your other commitments. Or maybe you're expecting a child, or just just got a baby, or you have two toddlers that get overwhelming right now. Or maybe it's all of the above. And this is all resulting in that pain that is preventing you from enjoying this beautiful day. So if any of this resonates with you, any of this is true for you, then this video and this video series is for you, because I'd like to talk about making small steps and shifting away from these feelings, these bad feelings, painful, overwhelming feelings, shifting away from them towards a better feelings, better thoughts, that you feel good, and then you can actually go out and enjoy the day and sunshine, and enjoy every moment of that. And that's because for some of you the big change does seem overwhelming, like you feel, oh, you need to fix everything in your household right now, and it's overwhelming and you won't do it. Or maybe for some of you, you're ready for a change, but you don't know what step to take, what the first step to take. So I want to share with you. And why is it important at all? Because as a quote goes, if we don't change, we don't grow. If we don't grow, we are not really living. And I want you to be living fully, enjoying every minute of that. And who I am to talk to you about this? Well, I've been there. I've been all of the above. Overwhelmed, pain, right here, very strong pain. And even now from time to time, but mostly in my earlier life, 6 years ago, when I dragged myself into very low deep, where I got very depressed to such a state that I was not able to get up and go to work, and I had a good job, a very prestigious position, and to that extent that I completely gave up on myself. And I think something died inside of me, but something was born, and you, Olga, that had a hope and that was dedicated, determined to find the answer, how to be happy. So during all this time I was searching for those answers, and I came up with some, and I would like to be sharing those with you. So let's start by imagining imagining all the strings that connect you to your colleagues, to your relatives, to your friends, to other people in your life, to circumstances, to the situations. And when those people or situations pull those strings, you react like this. You're not being you. You're living reactively. And what happens is that we are not making good choices, not the choices that serve us, but the choices who are just in reaction to those people or those colleagues. The choices that don't serve us, unhealthy choices. Do you start getting a feel for that? You remember that one choice you made? It was not really what you wanted. It was maybe also just do something to get over it because otherwise it's too painful. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, you know, when the colleagues say something, or relatives say something about you, criticize you, and you immediately go like this and go there and just cry because it's so painful. Your reaction to what they say is so painful. Well, that's used to be me. Used to be very, very reactive and just crying like as soon as I would leave the room and be on my own. I would just cry about that. So what we want to do with you right now is to let go of those strings, just like that, and that one too. All the strings, some of them are short and very tight, maybe to your parent, or to your husband or wife, or the girlfriend or boyfriend, and we just want to let go of those strings right now, and we want to pretend that they are no longer matter to us, those connections, those strings. Just pretend it for the duration of this video, just for a few minutes. You're letting go of these connections, of these reactions, of these strings, and pretend they are no longer matter to you for the duration of this video. So what is left now is just you and you. And what we want to do for the rest of this video is for you to be with your body, with your thoughts, and with your feelings. And it can be painful, and that's why we live the reactive life, a lot of us, because to just be with ourselves is quite painful. So we try to get busy to distract ourselves from being still, because when we are still, this pain might get even more intense. So when you do this now, when you just be with you, when you want to look inwards, look inside you, be with your body, be with your thoughts, with your feelings, and the stuff might start to come up, the thoughts, oh, but I'm not good enough, or I'm a failure, or what's wrong with me, or but I've screwed up on so many levels, look at this, I've screwed up in this household and this project. And so the stuff come up, but what I'd like to invite you to do is not to consider it as a pain anymore, but as a gift. and as a treasure to cherish, because this stuff teaches you about yourself. So what you want to do is maybe to even grab pen and paper and start writing it down. And if it gets too much, you can just, okay, thanks, I've heard you, I had enough. But maybe you can start building a relationship with it and start cherish it by writing it down and start learning from it. So the second thing we want to do is, as we now focus on our looking inwards and focus on our body and our thoughts and feelings, is start to accept it all. Start by accepting yourself. I accept you as you are. Start by forgiving yourself, forgiving all that you screwing up that project, failing that thing. That's okay. Start by accepting yourself as you are in this moment right now. Because to be able to make a change, you need to accept what you are and what you have, and start change from exactly the place where you are right now. Start by liking yourself, and for some it might seem easy and okay, and for some of you it might seem quite a lot already, because some of us just don't like ourselves. We beat ourselves up constantly, and that's okay. I accept you as you are. I forgive you for everything. I like you as you are. And this thing will bring stuff up as well, the thoughts and the feelings. Write them down as well. These are your gifts, your treasures to cherish, to learn about yourself. So for some of you that might be just enough for today, but we're all in different levels. So for some of you it might be that you want to make this one step further, and it is to go to the mirror, look into the mirror and say, I love you. I totally forgive and accept myself, and I love you. And it might bring even more stuff up, or you might not be able to do it, or not without crying, and that's okay. I was not able to do it 6 years ago. I was not loving myself, so it might require some practice. So do it today, do it tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and certainly write things down, or you might even want to share some with me anonymously if you want. And I even may just use it as to build up our video series, to share the concrete, so the real thoughts that you share with me, the real feelings, and to walk you through them, and for others to benefit from that, because there are many people that go through different patterns, having different similar painful thoughts. So you might want to do this. And so why is it important that we do this? Well, a lot of us don't love ourselves, or are not in touch with ourselves, with our desires, with our needs, with our passions. And so what happens that we make choices that don't serve us in a reactive way. Like I said earlier, in this video, so we feel like we are pulled by those strings, you know, the strings that we cut up early in this video. We are pulled by the strings and we react to the people, to the circumstances, to the colleagues, to the relatives, to the close people in our life, that result in unhealthy choices. The decisions that we don't really wanted, and that we made something really fast because we just couldn't stand the pain. So if you want some examples or encouragement or inspiration in this way, I would suggest you just look at young children or babies, whatever you have around in your life, or maybe your neighbors or your friends. And did you meet any babies or young children that are not in love with themselves, that are unsatisfied with who they are? No, because they're just totally in love and acceptance of who they are, until they got spoiled by shame and blame. And we are all born this way. We all were loving ourselves and really thrilled about who we are, and then maybe it was parents, or later on in school, teachers, or maybe even later on in life, colleagues or other circumstances, or even media, that imposed on us different images that made us doubt in ourselves and feel shameful and starting to blame ourselves. So we want to return to this. We want you to return to you, to original you. Be more of yourself, of who you already are. And this is so beautiful. It's so empowering as well. And that's what I do. Every day I look at my children. This is 2 boys. They are 3 and 4 years old. And I look at them, and they are constant inspiration and wonderful role models, because they just love themselves and they are so effective. They learn so much. They're just so efficient. So that was all for today. I would suggest you watch this video again tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and do this. I love you again. And share the love, share it with your friends who you think might benefit from this, that might be actually will change their lives, and share it on Facebook, on Twitter, or whatever you do, on other social media, and send it by email. And I wish you a good day, and I'll talk to you in a few days' time. Bye for now.